Guys, the blow off top is coming. Okay, alt season is upon us, and I'm gonna break down the chart for you, giving you the last updates here, so you know what's going on from a technical trader perspective. Okay, so let's take a look here at our indicator. So it is saying the predicted top is now $210,000. So we still have a little bit to go. We are at 114 today. So that is still, 75% rally. That's fine. So we still have a long ways to go. We're not topped. We are pretty far from the top still. And, things are looking good, looking healthy. Let's take a look. The last time we printed a buy signal was here. And this was February, March. So it's been a long time. Now, let me tell you something. We've been just consolidating sideways. Usually when we consolidate sideways, what usually happens is we get breakouts, okay? So every time you have these consolidation patterns, well, this one was more horizontal. See, so everything is looking just so healthy. This is a clean break and retest, okay? To then continue. So from a technical standpoint, this is looking very, very well, very good. We are poised to continue higher, okay? And remember, this target is going up every single day until we hit it. Essentially, it's updating every single day. Now, usually we top around November, December, so maybe we're going to repeat the same thing. Maybe we're going to be running a little bit late, and this is what I'm thinking. Okay, I think this cycle we're going to run a little bit late. Maybe we're going to run into next year's. Okay, just because this is not pumping hard enough in comparison to other things such as gold. For example, gold has been pumping a tremendous amount. Okay, and we haven't been seeing the same strength in Bitcoin, where usually Bitcoin is the strong one. Okay, Bitcoin is the one that moves the most. So if my thinking is, if gold is already pushed, near $4,000, I think we're gonna do the same with Bitcoin soon here. I think people are gonna start rotating now. Who buys gold? Central banks. Okay, why has it been going higher and higher and higher? Because China and Russia and India, right? They're doing their own alliance. They're trying to fight back against the Trump tariffs. Okay, they're trying to do their own little boys band, and what they're doing is they're buying gold to bolster their economic reserves. Now, what companies are doing, what some companies in the United States have already figured out is Bitcoin, okay? So this is too heavy for retail to move it at this point. Like, there's too much money in the system. We need big companies buying billions of dollars at a time, okay? And if you think it's not true, well, it is. And you can look at, for example, for ETH, okay? If you look at ETH, look, ETH was doing nothing. Okay, look at this horrible chart. It was literally doing nothing. Okay, we were stuck between here, right? We were stuck between this dead zone. We're just now breaking out. Okay, we are just now putting our head above the water here. Okay, see, we're just peeking our head above the water here. So I think Bitcoin is gonna pull one of these. Okay, I think Bitcoin is gonna very soon start mega pumping. Okay, but because it already mega pumped and Ethereum lagged. Okay, now I think the alt season is gonna start when we break above all-time highs here for ETH. I think that's when the fun starts, and I'm seeing ETH running much higher, 8,000, 10,000 easy, okay, as a target if the money continues to pour in. And usually, as these things go, usually it starts with a trickle, right? Starts with a little trickle, and then it comes all at once in avalanches, right? It's usually how these parabolic moves take place, okay? They take a little bit of time to form a base, to form a narrative for the players to accumulate, start creating a narrative, and then it gets going very, very fast. And I think that's what's going on, okay? I think that's what's happening. I think that's what's going to happen to Bitcoin. It's going to continue to go higher and higher and higher. Okay, there are predictions of even like $300,000 for Bitcoin. So some analysts are managing to find those numbers, those patterns in the data. And here for Ethereum as well, it's looking very, very well. And I think the real alt season is going to start when the Ethereum people get rich. That's when they start spreading their money across different projects and things really pop off quickly. And that happens here at $5,000 plus Ethereum, okay? And I think the run on Bitcoin the dominance on Bitcoin is going to start going lower after 120. We already hit 120. So from 120 to whatever the top is, okay, 200,000, 300,000, who knows what the top will be, right? I think we're going to start seeing Bitcoin dominance going down, meaning people are going to start going into alts more, okay? So you saw Solana. Solana already ran tremendously, okay? Solana was the first to run, okay? So everybody got rich on Solana very early on, okay? That's why the Solana alt season was crazy and everybody was in the trenches trading meme coins on Solana because these Solana people got incredibly rich, okay? How much is that? From the bottom, 35x, 36x? That is a crazy amount of money and pretty fast also, right? I mean, in a year and a half or something, they made like 30 times their money. So that is the wealth effect on a chain, okay? And that's what's going to happen very, very soon on Ethereum, which is a much richer chain, okay, with more sophisticated players, okay? And there's a lot more whales, there's a lot more accumulated wealth. So I think things will move a lot. And there's a bunch of chains now. There were a lot of airdrops. There's a lot of money floating around. If you look at how much Tether is floating around and how much USDC is floating around, there's a lot of capital ready to be deployed, which very, very soon I think will start rotating into alts and just exploding our portfolios really. But as always, I like to just look at Bitcoin and ground myself in Bitcoin, which is the macro picture, the big picture for the market. And I always analyze Bitcoin first and foremost. And only when this looks good, then I start looking at the other ones which have a higher beta that will move much faster, that will move a much bigger amount. Okay. So guys, that being said, things are looking very healthy. As you can see, the targets are getting higher and higher and higher every single day. And also just looking at gold, which is honestly, I'm going to do a masterclass on this inside my trading group. But gold usually acts as a leading agent for M2 money supply, right? For money printing, and just based on the data that I'm seeing, I think they're going to continue to print for much longer. Okay, they may continue for another year to print money. Okay, the Fed is set to cut rates again very, very soon, and one entire base percentage point by the end of the year. That's what's priced in currently. So we will see how that goes. Okay, but it's looking very, very well. It's looking like they want to continue to print money. It looks like they want to continue to inject capital into the markets. And if the S&P is going up, right, if gold's going up, yes, Bitcoin will go up 10 times more. Okay, so yeah, that's my current view of the markets, my current analysis. If you want to discuss these ideas with me and the real-time plays I'm taking in the markets, link below, join my trading group, and I'm looking forward to continue to talk in there.